Hi and welcome to this edition of Out of the Box. My name is Paul. Today we're going to be having a look at what is in this box. This is the Lightbeam 5AC Gen 2, so the LBE-5AC-Gen 2. A great point-to-point device. If you've seen us look at the other Lightbeam, the 120 degrees, great if you're going to be doing multiple point-to-points. These are good for 5-7 kilometers, great throughput, and other than the plastic horn that you'll see in a minute, the actual outside of this is metal, which does help in some environments. It doesn't have a cover over the front radome, so there is some issues. If you do have a lot of birds around, they can tend to sit on it. So there are some things you need to think about of how that works the best. Now, these are never meant to be technical overviews. These are what you get in the box. This one here is a little bit more like getting a Lego kit, so we'll show you how to put it all together as well. So hopefully that will be useful. So let's open up the box. It is all component sized. I will just show you the inside there that hopefully you can see without all the parts falling out. All right, so we will put these all together as we go along, but let me just first take the tray out. If I can hopefully hold my hands together and bring that up there. You can see the horn up here, the actual transmitter, and you can see all the other fitting brackets along here. All right, so in the second layer of the box is actually the back portion, the reflectors of the antenna. So I'm just going to grab those out. So this is our starting of our kit, if you like. I will just take one of these. So our horn is going to go into the middle here with all of our fixing brackets going to come onto the back here. So these plates you will see on here, I don't know whether you'll be able to see them on the camera, there's a few clips. So we're just basically going to put the unit together and clip it into place. So that's our first part. Going to take the other piece and do the same. Clip it into place. All right, so then we have our reflector done as well. Right, so we're going to now take our next piece from the kit, all right, which is the back portion here. So obviously we're going to look to see that our U is the right way up. We can see on the back here, you can see we've got a level. So this piece here is again quite easy just to clip into place. He says, there we go. Just make sure that these clip in here as well. There we go. All right, so that side's done, that side's done, almost in place. All right, there, and there. All right, so you can see now clipped in place there, and this is the portion here that our cable is actually going to come up. So this unscrews. You've got a sealing, a lug in there, a bung, all right, and we're going to pop our cable through that. So if we just bring this round this side here, all right, I'm going to reach in now and get our horn. So we'll see on our horn, we have over on the side here where my little finger is, you can see our RJ45 connector. You can also then see our reset button. And then under my fingers on this side here, you'll actually see our power and our transmit lights. So you will get some indication of what's actually going on. So we're going to take our dish like this. We're going to take our horn. This will now clip securely into place. So now you can actually see what this looks like. So in here you can now see our connector. Like I said, we're going to pass our cable up through this. Once it's passed up through that and clipped into place, then obviously you can seal this in. That's going to give you your watertight seal in there. And obviously, like I said, you've got your level here on the back. So that's our main portion of the Lightbeam. We then start to fit some of our other bits and pieces together. So I'm just going to put that down. We're going to, right, and I'll need to collect this one again. So these are designed and mainly for pole mounting. So we now have a connector that's going to allow us to grab this and then convert it to a couple of different connection options. So there are some lugs here on the side and a pin through the middle. So we can actually push into place here. So now we have this connector in place, and you'll actually see there's a hole here. There is a pin in the kit here. So I will just find those items out for you. All right, so you're going to get your pin and all of your other tighteners for it. So that pin can run through this, and that's obviously going to give you this position in how it's going to be held in place, and you can screw that off tightly with what's connected. We are then going to take our conversion tool. All right, this now fits into, it's up to you which way you do it, probably this way. It now fits into the other part. You can see there's a hole here with a clamp here. So this is now going to slide up into place. This is going to allow us to give ourselves this type of action. So we have this, and we now have this. You can see here that we have a recess ready for the pole. You're then going to bolt this together. The clips are already provided. And then you can use the clip in here. Here's the clip, the pipe clip. So obviously that's going to go through this hole here and connect it actually to the pole. So it's quite a setup with this, but it obviously does come fairly small form factored in a box. So obviously we've got this movement, we've got this movement. It's going to be pole mounted. All of those items are there in the box for you. Obviously the cable comes up through the bottom here and then allows you to connect into the horn. I'm just going to put this to the side. Obviously this is an AirMax product. So with an AirMax product, it is 24 volts. You are going to, so do make sure that you have a 24 volt PoE capable switch. I've got a Australian Power cable here. It's this type of rabbit ears or Mickey Mouse type of connection. And in the box here you get a small PoE injector, 24 volt. There you go. So just a reminder, your power in this side, your LAN in that side, and then your PoE is your cable out to your light beam. Now again, with all of these are going to be outside, so I'd always suggest that you have a drip loop in place. If you're not sure what a drip loop is, so if we actually have a look here of how our cable, we talked about our cable coming in here at the bottom. I wouldn't just cable it out to the side. I'm going to make sure that a cable comes, let me turn it this way around. So a cable comes down and loops up behind it. So it's going to come down and loop up. The reason being, if we get any moisture, rain, condensation, or anything else like on this, it will then drip or run down the cable and drip straight down. It won't travel along the cable into the connectors or sometimes back into your switch. So hopefully that's been useful. This is the Lightbeam 5AC Gen 2. Fantastic for point-to-point metal construction other than the plastic horn. You've got obviously good control over the adaptation modules that are on here, and it is designed initially to mount onto a pole. There are additional options to wall mount that with some conversion kits as well. But hopefully that's been useful. My name's Paul.